Hi guys, in this video I'm going to be talking about the slide and divide method. Of factoring. This is still factoring trinomials with a leading coefficient that is not 1. So we're going to talk about the slide and divide. So the slide part, basically we are moving the front number to the end. This is not a mathematically accurate thing to do. It's just a trick. So this is a trick for factoring trinomials. Again, like I said, some of the things that we're going to be doing are not mathematically accurate, but we're going to get a mathematically accurate answer if we do the tricks correctly. So this is a shortcut. Yeah, this is a shortcut. So just remember when you're doing this that it's not like usually we're doing step by step, this equals this, which equals this, which equals this. And we're being hopefully very careful about making sure the next step is always equal to the previous step. We're not doing that in this. We are using tricks that smart people have come up with as shortcuts to what I did in a previous video. The answer that we get will be equal to this, but the intermediate steps aren't. So just be careful about that. So let's first do the slide part. So the first thing we do is we take the front number and we multiply it to the back. So we're just moving the front number to the back number. So we end up with m squared minus 19 m plus 3 times 20, right? So we're just moving that front number. We're sliding that front number over to the back. So that's m squared minus 19m plus 60. Now we're going to factor this like we did in the first video, not the first video, the previous worksheet of coefficients when the coefficient is 1, because essentially we've just forced this to have a coefficient of 1, which it doesn't have a coefficient of 1, right? But we're using this trick to simplify things for us, basically so that we don't have to do the grouping part of what I did in the last video. So we still need to figure out factors that multiply to 60 and add to negative 19 though. So just like with the AC method, we still end up having to find something that multiplies to 60 and adds to negative 19. And just like in this example that I did in the last video, this is negative, which means that both of our factors are going to be negative because we need it to multiply to a positive and add to a negative. So both of our factors need to be negative, and we're looking for things that add to negative 19. So let's just start trying some factors. So the first one that comes to mind is negative 6 times negative 10. That's negative 16, which is close but not quite, right? We need negative 19. So let's try let's try 5 and negative 5 and negative 12. That's negative 17. So again, we're close but not quite. So let's try negative 4 times negative 15. Oh, there we go. That's negative 19. Okay. So would you agree? Negative 4 times negative 15 is positive 60, and negative 4 plus negative 15 is negative 19. So this is the set that we're using. So like we did when we were doing factoring with a coefficient of 1, we can just break this up into our factors straight away, because we know that what goes in front here is just m, because we don't have any numbers in front that we have to deal with. And then we have negative 4 and negative 15. And that would be it, except this is not our original question. This is our original question. So we need to figure out this 3. So we multiply by 3 at the beginning, so we need to divide by 3 at the end. That's why it's slide and divide. So we're going to divide these numbers by 3, and we're going to reduce. Okay, we're going to divide by 3, and we're going to reduce as much as possible. So we have m minus 4 over 3 doesn't reduce. And then m minus 15 divided by 3, though, is 5. So that does reduce. And in this method, one or both will always reduce. I'll talk about why that is in a second. So when you have something that won't reduce, then you slide again. Okay, so you take this denominator and you slide it in here. So you're sort of sliding back. So it should be slide, divide, and then slide back. But that is not as catchy sounding. So our final answer, and the one that we could actually say is equal to this, would be 3m minus 4, m minus 5. Okay. And so when we've gotten to this point, a way that we can kind of check and make sure that we've done this correctly is that we can just check the first and last term really quick. We don't need to check the middle term. Hopefully, if we've gone through this and done this correctly in such a way that these multiply to 60 and add to negative 19, the middle term should turn out to be correct. But just, I mean, you could check all 3. You could multiply this out and make sure you get this. But a quick check is just to say, okay, if I multiply these two, do I get 3m squared? Yes, I do. If I multiply these two, do I get positive 20? Yes, I do. So I've done my splitting up of this, right? Because I combined these two over here, right? I've split them up correctly, because now I have the 3 here and the 20 here like they're supposed to be. So I've split them up correctly. So that's slide and divide. I'm gonna make a few more example videos, probably not for today. I'll give you a chance to work on these and maybe think about which one you like better. Think about which one you want to use. Maybe start practicing and see if you have any questions for me that I can address in the next video. And I will see you guys soon. So let me know if you have any questions. And I'll see you later. Bye.